Bron Breakker is quickly ramping up the damage inside WWE. His spears are truly amazing, and fans look forward to him destroying a wrestler every week with his devastating move. However, Bron Breakker carries some issues from his family who were previously in WWE, something that really shouldn't be the case. Well, for now I'll stop talking, and today I'll present to you 5 wrestlers who hate Bron Breakker. Remember to let me know which superstar you would like to see in this series. 5. Cora Jade, the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, and Bron Breakker were a couple, but they ended their relationship at the end of 2023 or the beginning of 2024. The breakup became evident on social media, where they unfollowed each other and deleted the photos in which they appeared together. There was no official statement, which fueled rumors that the breakup was not exactly on the best terms. In the world of wrestling, when a couple ends things on good terms, they usually keep their photos or continue to support each other professionally. In their case, the clean slate suggests that there was considerable friction. Cora Jade has stated in interviews that she knows firsthand WWE superstars who are quite suck-ups to the higher-ups. Everyone automatically assumed she was talking about Bron Breakker because she mentioned that she knew him.
En primera persona.
Bron Breakker, after confirming the breakup, stated that he is now in a new relationship with wrestler Izzy Dame, and he actually doesn't seem too worried about the bad vibes from his ex-girlfriend. Although Cora Jade, obviously when the news about Bron Breakker's new relationship was confirmed, posted vomiting faces on her social media X. Number 4. Rikishi. Although in the world of wrestling, the term hate is often exaggerated by fans, in the case of Rikishi towards Bron Breakker, there is real professional tension which became public at the end of 2024. The main conflict arose when Bron Breakker defeated Jey Uso, Rikishi's son, to regain the Intercontinental Championship in October 2024. Jey had only held the title for a month, and Rikishi was extremely upset on his podcast off the top. Rikishi argued that WWE rushed Bron Breakker and that they didn't give the audience time to invest in him or see him struggle before giving him such an important championship. Rikishi hinted that Jey Uso should consider going to Impact if WWE didn't treat him like the main star he was. He openly criticized WWE's creative team, even calling for people to be fired over how they handled Jey's title loss to Bron. Rikishi has hinted that although Bron Breakker is talented and comes from legendary families, WWE has given him a much easier path compared to the decades of sacrifice his own family has made. There is a perception that Rikishi feels his sons, Jey and Jimmy, should be the absolute main stars and sees Bron as a direct threat to his family's status at the top of the card. 3. Gisele Shaw. In April, Rick Steiner, the father of Bron Breakker, was expelled from WrestleCon for making transphobic comments toward Impact wrestler Gisele Shaw. The behavior was corroborated by several people who witnessed it. For those who doubt the truth of the incident, Rick Steiner confirmed it to several people whom Fightful, the website, has spoken to since then. Although there were no further details about this situation, Bron Breakker spoke to USA Today shortly after this incident, and stated that his father, Rick Steiner's transphobic comments do not reflect him, but he also didn't think it was right that he was expelled from WrestleCon. Precisely this last comment made social media explode, since it is assumed that Bron Breakker is not really that against his father's statements, as he doesn't consider them serious enough for him to be banned from a wrestling convention. Although after these comments there was no criticism from WWE towards Bron Breakker, the strong rumor speculated that WWE, because of this, eliminated any possibility that the company would hire Rick Steiner for a while. WWE sources who spoke about the matter stated that they do not consider holding Bron Breakker responsible for something his father did, and that Bron Breakker has not had any personality issues since joining the company and has always shown himself to be a respectful person. Something that Gisele Shaw shared on her social media and strongly criticized. Number 2. Ludwig Kaiser. The tension between Ludwig Kaiser and Bron Breakker is one of the most interesting cases where a real physical incident fueled a very aggressive on-screen rivalry. Unlike other rivalries, this one started with a legitimate physical problem. During a match on Monday Night Raw on June 24, 2024, Bron Breakker's strength was so excessive that he legitimately injured Ludwig Kaiser. Kaiser suffered a rib injury that made it difficult for him to breathe in the ring. Kaiser had to be out of action for several months, missing important opportunities just as his singles career was taking off. In later interviews, Kaiser admitted that the incident was a tough blow to his plans. In December 2024, the tension shifted from physical to verbal and personal. Bron Breakker repeatedly insulted Kaiser by calling him Gunther's watchdog. This led to a backstage segment where Kaiser, visibly upset, slapped Bron Breakker for real. It was reported that Kaiser was tired of being seen as someone inferior to Bron Breakker just because he doesn't have the same physique or family background, which led to real competitiveness to prove who is the better athlete. Number 1. CM Punk. The rivalry between Bron Breakker and CM Punk has been one of the hottest topics in the wrestling world towards the end of 2025. Unlike other cases, here the line between planned reality and real friction is very thin. During their rivalry for the World Heavyweight Championship that culminated on Raw on January 5, 2026, CM Punk launched very harsh personal attacks that, according to reports, did not sit well with Bron Breakker's family. Punk called Bron Breakker a Neanderthal and a low IQ brain, claiming that intelligence is not boring, that it runs in his family, making a clear reference to his father Rick and his uncle Scott Steiner. Punk accused him of being in a good position only because of his last name, which was considered a real low blow in the locker room for Bron Breakker. In December 2025, Bron Breakker mentioned in a promo that CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, was a bigger star than he would ever be. It is said that Punk is extremely protective of his private life. After this comment, the intensity of their confrontations escalated, and Punk threatened that if his wife was mentioned again, things would go from business to personal and in a really violent way. Remember to comment who you would like to see in the next episodes of this series. This video is brought to you by WWE Experiencia, the company that takes you from your city to any WWE event you want in the United States. Hey, hurry up, reserve your spot now for WrestleMania 42. For more information, remember to follow WWE Experiencia on Instagram. Keep watching.